During the rally, there are two important things that matters when you join. The first information you need to know about is the rally itself. The rally system takes the stats of the rally initiator, even if it's garbage stats. So if he has a nice stats, all of you guys are going to get these stats. There are 3 skills that gets activated based on the widgets, yet all the skills of all heroes he owns is going to be activated too. But when it comes to the joiners, only the first top right skill is going to be included, and 4 of them, the best 4 of them, is going to improve the rally. So upgrade your skills wisely. And if you are a joiner or a member who wants to improve the rally, his rally master or something, or his alliance or rally initiator, then this skill right on every single hero is the skill that is going to be taken into account when he or she joins the rally. Which is why skills like Chenko here is very important to be maxed early on if you want to join the rally and improve the damage outcome of your rally. So if we are going to talk about 2 heroes that is actually very important for you to upgrade, then I will say Chenko, you have to upgrade the top right skill, and Diana. The reason is this lady reduces the stamina cost massively, which is going to help you like fucking a lot. It will allow you to seriously gain so much advantage when you are farming the NPCs, the monsters, especially when it comes to the Desert Fiend event that rewards you with bags. Those bags are going to give you a shitload of diamonds and speed ups. When you send out your march or try to join a rally or anything, you will see something here forever. Like you are going to see this every single time you try to send your troops. It's gonna send 33% of your infantry, your cavalry, and your archers, and this has a meaning. These are called formations. You can adjust your formations by clicking at balance, because every single formation will have its own uses. This is a complete other topic I will speak about later on, but let me give you an idea. For example, this formation, which increases the amount of archers, is going to benefit you more, give you more score when it comes to scoring in peer draft. At the same time, if you want to increase your score in an event like the Viking, you should increase the amount of infantry defense because it scores the highest when it comes to such event, etc. There are many uses which I'm going to talk about later on. If you maxed out some of your heroes, you will have an event called Campaign Fair, which comes every 45 days. If you check out this event allows you to recycle the heroes, the fragments, anything that you have an extra from, and you can redeem some nice items that will help you during your journey. It is really super hard to gain gold in this game. It takes time. You cannot do anything about it. The only thing you could do about it is improve your conquest or do your daily buffs. From here, if you have upgraded all the 5 houses that you own, you can just click a trash job, and then they are going to give you 5 days worth of resources from all work sites. And as you can see, the whole gold from all the houses is gonna end up being 600, but this could be used every single day. Another way is to progress in the conquest. Once you progress in the conquest, it's going to give you an hourly rate of gold. This gold is going to increase based off your progress. But again, this means the gold itself is really rare resources unless you plan to buy it, because you cannot even trade it with gems. So which means you need to be careful on which upgrades you are going to do, which I'm going to explain in here. As you can see, you might be confused in which kind of upgrades you actually need to do. So if we take a look at any of those trees, we will find something interesting. That at the first tier, this one is going to cost us 16k gold, and this one is going to cost us 46,000. It has really nothing to do with the level as much as how good these stats are for the troop type. If we go here too, we will see at level 1 to level 2, it's going to give us 38,000. Yet, if we go here for the defense, it's going to cost us less. The reason is there are some important stats for each type of troop. If we talk about the archer, then the attack and lethality are the most important to upgrade first. If we talk about the infantry, then the defense and health are the most important. And as you can see, there are 48,000 cost to upgrade this infantry. While in the other hand, if I want to upgrade another thing that is related to the infantry attack, it's gonna cost us only little gold compared to the other one, which is why you should use your gold and upgrades wisely into something that is actually going to benefit you. Infantry does not really benefit much from attacking as much as defense, which means you need to focus on the defense and the health when it comes to infantry, focus on the attack and lethality when it comes to archers, and again focus on the attack and lethality when it comes to cavalry. Just don't forget to combine multiple events at the same time. While you are upgrading your research, your tech, you can upgrade both and enjoy the benefits and the rewards from multiple events together. Like alliance mobilization by taking a quest that requires you to spend speed ups at the same time, making sure it hits another event which is working overtime, for example, that gives you points according to how much speed up researches that you have used. If you are looking for Kingshot cheaper bundles, you can always use Sky Castle. It existed for 12 years, has more than 3,000 customers and saved me thousands of dollars. Check the link below. The game keeps releasing gift codes every once in a while. To use the gift code, if you are an Android user, go into your setting from your profile, click at gift code and put the gift code. However, if you are an iPhone user, then you have to put this website. They have this website in which you have to go through and put your own ID and then claim the gift code. Calendar is your best ally. It is one of the reasons you can either fall or you can actually hoard a shitload of equipments, items, resources in order to use it in the right event. You can access your calendar all the time and it's going to show you at least 4 or 5 days ahead of events. And if you don't understand what does this event do, we have a golden mine of information that has been made by one of the amazing players that is helping the community, Daryl. I'm gonna leave the link below the video if you wanna check out. He made a freaking fantastic information. You can just go ahead, check it out. It is really gonna save you so much time, gonna save you so much resources, gonna give you so much fucking information that you wish you knew about. So when you do any sort of top up, you will unlock the bank. Okay, this bank is going to allow you to deposit diamonds in order to get more diamonds back. The more your castle level is higher, the more the system is going to allow you to deposit more. So if you deposit 100, you are going to get 105 the next day. There are 3 other options, but none of them is actually worth doing. The only worth doing is deposit period for 1 day. If you deposit for 7 days, you are going to exactly get the same amount but over 7 days. So it is stupid, I know, but it is like this. If you deposit for 15 days, again you are going to get 20 gems extra over the whole 15 days, which is again not worth it. If you deposit for 30 days, you are going to get 50% more gems, which is again, believe it or not, it is not actually worth it. So here, for the 50%, you are going to get 9,750 gems, but here, for every single day you are going to get 325. And if you do the math, this is 100 times much better. We can do the math. 325, multiply that by 30, then your income is 9,750 gems. While in this case, your income is only the difference between the 6,500 and 9,700, which is going to end up being 3,000 gems and 250. When it comes to the technology tree in your academy, there are 3 tabs. There is the battle tab, the economy tab, and the growth tab. The battle tab is only if you want to increase the stats of your troops. Just keep in mind one thing that is very important. All of these technologies will give high power and will cost you almost nothing when it comes to the speed ups. So I prefer if you keep this upgrade for anything like an event or Hall of Governor that requires you to increase your power and would give you points in exchange. Because the difference between these upgrades, the early upgrades and the high level upgrades, is almost non-existent, like a half or double. That's basically it, and costs you no speed ups. Like if you were inside an alliance and you click at help, from the help itself you will be able to finish at least half of this early tree. Which is why I prefer that you never touch battle unless it is something related to events. Even if you are a spender, you are not going to finish the fishing tournament and get the skin without at least doing 3 seasons. The reason for that is there are fishes that doesn't spawn unless it meets the season requirements. Like for example, if you click at any fish, you will see that it appears in a specific season. For example, this one, spring and summer. So every season you will be able to have a different type of fishes, and you need to make sure that you have caught all those fishes during that season. Otherwise, you will miss it, and then you will have to wait another season to be able to get those fishes. I have never missed a single event, and look at my bar, it's 128. So in this season, which is my 3rd season, I will be able to finally get the skin. You always need to enable the option of auto joining to get free stuff. Literally every single day you can do terror for free. It's not gonna cost you stamina, gonna cost you anything at all. You can even be an offline and it doesn't really matter. All you have to do is enable this option, and auto join is available after 1 minute when anybody on your whole alliance creates a rally for terror or desert ride. And you can use the formation and just put a little troop, so you give a chance for the other players to join too as well. You can refresh the option again, click enable, and then it has been refreshed for 8 hours. These rewards are super fucking easy to get, and they are free, and they don't even cost you stamina. You have 2 shops when it comes to your alliance. This is an efficient way to use your coins. Every single day this shop is going to refresh, but every single week the weekly shop is going to refresh. When you accumulate coins, you should ignore the weekly shop until the last 2 days. The reason is you want to have a coins to pick up those deals that refreshes every single day, because the shop will be gone literally after 24 hours. So for example, I have a 70% discount here for the research, and I have a 40% discount in here on my training troops. At the same time, I have a VIP points here which I can as well buy. But if I miss those, the shop is gonna reset tomorrow. While on the other hand, the weekly shop needs a full week in order to be reset, so you have enough time to collect enough resources for both. But you don't want to miss the deals on the daily shop. You will need a lot of mythic hero gears. You have no idea how much you will need a lot of that, because later in the future when you upgrade the hero equipment, they are going to ask you for shit ton of these equipments. For example, I'm locked in here because I cannot upgrade anymore. If I click at the mystery forging, for example, to increase my stats, it will cost me 5 pieces to upgrade. And this is going to increase all the way to 10 pieces per upgrade, which is insane. Town Center level 30 is actually not the final level. you will have more and more buildings in the future. In this game, it's called True Gold. If you want to see how it looks like, you can just create an account on an older server to see how it looks like. Did you know that you can actually store up resources and they will never be stolen inside a building with this trick? Like, for example, let's say you have a high level building and you have resources that you don't want people to steal. If you go into any building, especially if it's a high level building, and try to upgrade it, it has millions of cost, as this one as an example. You can basically click at upgrade and all the resources is going to be taken there. However, you can just go on by the end of the day and cancel the upgrade with absolutely no losses and get back your whole resources. See, cancel the upgrade. This will refund all resources spent, excluding the speed ups. If you do that, you are going to get back the whole resources, and you can you can actually do that in the embassy or those buildings that cost so much that is not really important for you as a normal player who's not a rally leader. When you enhance your gears, it's more ideal to split your XP between the most important parts and not focusing only in a single part, because the cost becomes ridiculously high. And if you messed up, don't worry, you will have the reforge option in here to reforge the equipment back and take back all of your XP. So there are two types of reforges: the enhancement reforge, which allows you to get all of the XP back without any issues at all, one time for free, and then it will cost you gems. And there is the mystery reforge, which please avoid it because it will only restore 50% of the forge hammers that you have spent. Keep in mind something important, that the equipment goes all the way to the red, and once they become the legendary, which is the red, you will no longer be able to reset them. One more important thing about the reforge: this reforge option is not going to be available at the start of the game. It's going to take around a month or 25 days until it gets unlocked in your state if you are a new player, because you will be able to use those XP in Hall of Governor, the second Hall of Governor only. After the second Hall of Governor, they are pointless to be used in the events because they are no longer going to show up on the events, so feel free to use them. Again, when it comes to splitting your resources, I'm going to show you an example here. So this equipment provides me with lethality. If I try to enhance it using all the equipments I'm having, look how many levels, look how many stats I will be getting on this single part. So I have gotten around 22% of the stats, despite the fact that it's not really that great for as a lethality for the infantry. But what I'm saying here is you could split these XP into multiple of parts to gain more stats overall, which is better than having a single stats. Now, if I go back and click at any of those red equipments as an example, this one, if I click all the way, it is only going to give me 2% of the stats because the cost becomes ridiculously high. Like the next level for me is 5700 XP, while the cost in here is only 10 per level and goes all the way up to 10, 20, 100, all the way like this, etc. Consider creating a farm and use it in the trap in your main alliance if you have spaces, of course. Don't just take a space of an active player, because it can act as your bank. Because of the amount of resources you are literally going to get from the trap is insane. And guess what? If you can just fill up 1 or 2 rallies of your main damage dealer rally, because the stats is being taken from the rally initiator, so your stats doesn't really matter much, you can end up with millions of resources every 2 days. To create a farm, you can just go ahead and go into your settings and the character, and you will be allowed to create the maximum of 2 characters on the same alliance. You can just have a different instance or use another phone if you want to create a completely new character and join the same alliance if you want to be online with both of these characters at the same time. Bundles will get upgraded in the future, so if you are actually a spender and patient, you might get double, triple, or even 5 times the value of your spending. For example, the custom selection. Here, as you can see, it put over you 66 hours. Holy cow, look, for the $10, it's 66 hours. For the $5 custom selection, it's going to be 33 hours, including ton of resources. While here, in the same bundle, this is literally the same bundle, but it offers me 16 hours, 16 hours, 16 hours, while the other one offers you 22 hours and better deals. And this is what is going to happen every single time your server stays alive. Like, first 30 days is different, then next 60 days is different, etc. These are not only the tricks. I know there are way more than these. If you like my content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. As you can see, it took me enormous time to finish this guide. But again, I will post the rest of the tips and tricks, but I did not want to overwhelm you. 20 minutes is already too much. Thank you so much for those guys who stayed until the end, and I wish you a happy and a beautiful day.
In a city full of chaos and a tangled web of streets lives a furry feline king, the coolest cat you'll ever meet. He's got muscles like a lion, strut that's straight and mean, with a swagger and a purr that makes the ladies scream. He's Catzilla, the beast of the block. When he rolls up, the whole dress rocks. He's got that charm, yeah, he's got that flair. Every girl in town's got their eyes on his hair. Catzilla, Catzilla, he's a sexy beast, feline royalty, the one that they feast. All the chicks they're chasing can't resist his charm. Catzilla's got them lined up, all vying for his arm. He's a big-time hunter, never misses a beat. With dazzling green eyes, he's got the ladies on their feet. He's got a laser pointer, oh, he's the master of play. When he struts through the alley, all the girls lose their way. He's Catzilla, the king of the scene, got a reputation like you've never seen. With the flick of his tail and a glimmering glance, he's got them all tangled in a feline romance. Catzilla, Catzilla, he's the cat of the hour, with the whisker twinging, purring power. Every chick's their polo kid has eased his spell. Catzilla's got them hooked and they're loving it well. He's got a catnip column, makes the world go wild. Got a limo made of cardboard and it's driving them all wild.